There we go. Let's try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battle Fort. Took a little bit to find Nashu, but here she is. And we can continue the Mandeville quests today. But first, we must pose most gentlemanly. Yes, indeed. Right. Let's get this over with. A gentleman falls rather than flies. As you catch sight of Nashu, you cannot help but to wonder if you are about to have a bad time. I'll be Indolent Scotty in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. Core. I was hoping you would silently agree. So, wait, what? Oh, he's taking out a tiny Nashu is what I keep seeing down there. Oh, I was hoping you'd silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I triple-checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Hey, hello, how are you doing today? Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, we are sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander. Gentleman Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I've had dealings with a man as you describe. Come, wind-up gentlemen. We've had a detective to find. Good morrow to you, madam. Oh, you're looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander? I know not this man of whom you speak. But mayhap Mistress Elias does. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. I've sold a fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, aye, but I'd not describe such a client as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Let's see. And as ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? Shit's going down, yo. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you speak. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you saw... did you say you know Inspector Hildibrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, only that he was here by invitation of Lord Edmont, or so it is rumored. Surely a ward of House Fortin. It would be a trifling matter to go and ask him at his manor. This is true. Let's go see Daddy Fortin. Oh, sorry, Fortin. Core, I knew it. It was serendipity. It's at a Fortin manor. Someone better pour that fucking tea. It's been on, like... it's been steaming since we arrived. I love your cute emotes, Halo. Absolutely fantastic. Emojis? Emotes? Emoticons. Whichever. Well met, Mistress Scotty. Do you require assistance? You seen a dumbass in a suit? Aye, it is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmont is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We found the inspector! If I am not mistaken, the meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. They have so many names. When I started using the internet back in 1998, they were emoticons. And at some point in like 2005 to 2009, they were just like characters or emotes. And then like it's slowly been shifting back and forth ever since. I've been on the internet since dial-up. Holy crap, I'm old. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? And again, you seem a responsible sort. Not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. I think she's mixing up gazelle with gazebo. And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. The guy's just like, just keep smiling. God, I'm so fucking tall as a rabbit. So used to being a small lizard wife. That must be Inspector Hildibrand. Doubtful. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk Corthian air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates the body, both body and mind. A welcome benefit. When one must discuss matters of commerce, I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Oh God, but I thought. You seen your dumbass son? Hildy, in Ishgard. This is the first I've heard of it. Aha! I found you at last, heretic. Yes, you, the hulking brute with the mad gleam in his eye. You brazen heresy! And it is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon. This man is an Indon merchant here at the behest of House Fortin. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortin? Then he couldn't possibly. No. Is he just fucking squatting in the background like no shit? No, there were those two wards but they were raided after all charged and charged. And if he demands the right, then I would possibly have. Oh dear. Slut, fuck this noise. I'm out of here. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I'm Kier, and as you may have guessed, I'm an Inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual.
Ho ho ho! A headache, you say?
One who bears a passing resemblance to me? I, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan? Goddamn it, Nashu. Say again, you are acquainted with such a man? He's a dumbass that went flying into the sky. I see. And the man you were looking for is this Lord Godbert's son. It would seem that our investigations may be connected, so I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I'm tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there again, together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the self-same individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident. I get a feeling Hildibrand is going to make this hell of a lot worse. I say we go to him, Indolent. This looks to be our best lead yet. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there is a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. You're gonna suplex him, aren't you? Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Alright, take care, Daddy Fortal. God, I've missed the Ishgard music so much. So fucking good. Right. Oh, wrong one. Let's not go to Dragon Head. Let's go to Falcon's Nest. So now that I've said it out loud, those kind of rhyme. I'm headed out to my local Japanese place for lunch. What should I get? Let's see, takoyaki's good. What's something I wanted to try recently? But now I have to look up Japanese dishes because it's something I wanted to try. Japanese cuisine. Let's see, rice bomb, sushi, onigiri, yakitori, sukiyaki. Tempura is always good. Curry is really good. Ramen. Not a fan of eel. Not a big fan of Odin either. Miso's always good. I think I will now get Japanese food for lunch. Just udon? Huh. I'm not as experienced in udon. What place are you going to? I can look up the menu. Okay, yeah. Give me some options. Food is good for the soul. Japanese cuisine is quite comforting. Hey, Redwall! What is going on, my man? I forget what voice I gave him. Mr. Scotty! Are these your traveling companions? Tempura, goza, or udon? Let's goza again. Ooh, pot stickers, that's always good. I'm a big fan of tempura, personally. But can't go wrong with goza either. Yeah, bento boxes are great. Yeah, go with the bento box. Teriyaki chicken is hard to get wrong. Unless you're in the mood for fish, then sushi. So, poultry or fish is the question. So, sushi or teriyaki? The mysterious muscle vagabond. Ah, yes. The patrol sighted him looking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Ha ha ha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gone so bad that some are speculating off funding may be reduced, or worse, the Inquisition's operation might come under review. That is why, alone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Okay, so this is happening after Lord Aimric does the whole revision of the Ishgardian Church. God damn it, Nashi, are you still asleep in the background? Yes, I understand you have your reason, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that we will share in the glory. He doesn't seem all that interested. Syra, whatever. Kier? The fuck do you pronounce your name, dude? Kier? Far? Wherever you are? I just realized Godbert is wearing his normal outfit with Uggs. God fucking damn this family. The hunt continues, onwards to the Dusk Vigil, until the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Bitch, I'm in fur and chain plate. I'm not getting any more comfortable. That was an awkward pregnant pause. Alrighty, Nanny Bot, activate. Okay, where are we headed? Gonna get tempura for lunch. Shit, it's a dog. I don't fucking know. Alright. Let's start descending. Is that a cutscene or? Yeah. Is he? God damn it, Hildibrand, are you losing more and more clothing as we go along? Or Godward, I should say. Very take me, it's freezing. Bah! This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this god's-forsaken wasteland. Was... Over there, look! Someone's coming for the vigil. Inspector? Inspector, is that you? As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots. How fare you all this fine afternoon? Hark! A heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics! He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. God, we are going to ruin this Inquisitor's entire life. What brings you so far from Uldalgard, sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. So we heard rumors of our abandoned fortress held by zombies. We were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my effort were for naught. What the fuck are you? Ah, truly. Every last one of them dead. That is to say, irrevocably dead. Ah, if it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it's more than a little disappointing, you understand. Then, my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Quarthus? Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Man, our fates and our ether are inextricably intertwined. In fact, I can feel it calling me now. Truly, good sir. You can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand. As surely as my rotten nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. This is so fucking weird. I'd never thought we'd be conversing with zombies. One must remain vigil for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis vile and insidious sickness which must needs be burned ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it, they left us behind. God. This guy is as quirky as it fucking gets. Either that or he's the straight man in all this. In which case, we are fucking doomed. Don't call it a comeback. Care's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well. Who do they think they are? Commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, indolent. Nanny bot, activate. Ah, there's something you don't see every day. A clear sky in Quarthus. Feels like sort of wrong that it's this sunny and not snowing. Quarthus is like one of those areas I expect to be snowing all the time. But weather assist, I'm gonna weather assist. So many good memories of Heavensward. Such a good expansion. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic confounded my senses. I can guide you no further. It must needs split up in such area. Yeah, that'd probably be the Trinity Blade magic. Now see here. This waste are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up? Internet can handle herself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashun? Ah, I take your meaning. My good zombie, indolent, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Kerr, would you care to take the lead? Come on, you two. The inspector's out there somewhere. One day I'll settle on a voice for Godbert, but today's not that day. Okay, let's see. Cutscene. Look, Indolent. That's got to be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos. Nay, my lady. They are not mere gazebos. Note the regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. Fearsome yet fastidious foes, who would surely tear me rotten limb from rotten limb. Only Indolent can save Master Zombiebrand now. Yeah, sure, whatever. God damn it, they're even called gentlemen Yetis. Alright, let's do this. Someone else do it. Inspector? Inspector? Can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch a cold. How long has it been out here? This is so stupid. Up and Adam, everyone is waiting for you. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms will like to tear. There you are. You heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fairy, take me. Is that a heretic? Confound him, I want him alive. Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic. He's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser. Fear not. My wife and I had our different ways of waking him up. Oh, God. Oh, no! Hildebrand, Hilda, Maximilian, yada yada, Mandeville, right, get up, right this instant! Oh my God. God, it's a miracle this kid didn't die when he was 5. This is so stupid. Oh my God. He's even further into the fucking ground now. Was it all the Mandeville meteor strike or Mandeville meteor dive? Bah! Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go! I'm sorry, is that a motherfucking black mage? Splendid suplex, Lord Godbert. Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Corthus, and who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course! Who else would venture into the inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber, sweet but my beloved Vance? Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? Oh, is he a Brandon this time? What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh, that? When my father dove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Hey, Mammoth. You alright? A little Lullafillin girl. How adorable. Now you please. Not the firm muscular legs. Not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lullafillin boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell deep into slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. God, smacking him with a hammer is gonna wake him the fuck up? There! That ought to do it. How the fuck does anyone live past the birth in this family? What is this place? Who am I? I'm gonna kill that man. I'm gonna kill him in front of his dad. Very carefully, Halo. It would seem that although Father's ungentle ministration served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memories. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can't I not remember? Yeah, it's the Black Mage. Reminds me of Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. Do not worry, young man. Everything will be alright. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember. Then you can help me remember. Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of this amnesic hobbledehoy. Excuse me one moment. Something was tickling the back of my throat. God damn. Oh, God, that was uncomfortable. I need to drink more water. Right. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Ah, effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. I mean, after seeing how the fuck you were woken up nearly every morning and seeing your mother move, I think you're the only person in this entire group with the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi? Is that my name? When you awoke, you were muttering GGGG. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you. So until such a time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that just sounds... But that's just a sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway? Gigi? I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am? Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city, see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Back to Ishgard. Now that I know our beloved overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanalan, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. This is rather a lot to digest. You have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nash's protestations, the Inspector will not be guaranteed access to the capital till we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. To the foundation. What the hell was tickling the back of my throat? It's not like there's any debris around me. My luck, it's probably a cat hair. Anyway. Very take me, that man. Indolent. I suppose you have heard the news then. That Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and just to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you are looking for him, good luck. I want to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's nowhere with that mammoth in tow. As if by investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dust Vigil. Sickness which has since been purged. Sickness must be purged. This shall be a mercy. And now, the final curtain. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now. I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again, like a bad gill. When he does, trouble is surely to follow. Yeah, that's fair. Ah, God! Now it's pink! Why is everything in this fucking game so goddamn bright? Man, I can't read any of that shit. The GG situation. Kir must once again enter into a world he does not quite understand. I pray this eve finds you well, Indolent. Or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold. Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection. If needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, for the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? I mean, I might as well. Fury be praised. At least you have some reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near the Fortin Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Alright, let's go visit House Fortin. Hey, it's that Lalafell from the cutscene before. Yesterday. What the fuck's she doing here? Is she just gonna be like the goblin and just appear? Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the rule the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventure, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pits of the seven hells. Just so! Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Okay, that's fucking adorable. Well posed, DG. Well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic ever-growing titles for this fucking organization, I hereby command you to surrender the mammoth of suspicious heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Indolent, and Inquisitor Cure, ever the jester, accusing poor Jeezy of being a clockwork heretic, when 'tis plain to see he's merely a precocious young lad. Oh, there you are, again, confusing the poor girl, as if those big, beautiful, boxy blue eyes aren't the spell of femininity. As you please. Will you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandevillian masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. She takes after his mother. I'm gonna lose it. Nah, see? Nah. Well, that went as well as it could have. Mr. Scotty, it's about to occur. What is all this commotion? I can hear you from the courtyard. Ah. Oh, Lord Edmond, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the inspector before you arrived. At which point, they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? You think Gigi a boy or a girl? It is clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fairy take me. Not you two. It's the whole world gone mad. I mean, Edmond is a very straightforward man. You give him the question, he answers it. Fine, fine. But even supposing that Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous restitution were more than unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity till the Inquisition has determined he's not a threat. I beg your pardon. Miraculous resuscitation? Fuck that word. Godward smacked him with a hammer. Shit, really? I see. Then until such a time as Gigi recovers memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Mandeville. I will even stand as a witness here and now, if you wish. Fucking Nashu! Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Oh my god. Edmond, you get one little taste. One little taste of flipping the bird to the Inquisition, and now you've just gone rogue man. Yes, yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Mandeville. Ba Hildy. Ba Hildy. The inspector's finally become a father. It's just so beautiful. Quite. Now that you no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmont. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant and beloved son, we must away. Oh, Halone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but... God, confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Godward will be pleased to hear that his son is hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, certainly not without consent. Such nice music. Alright, looks like the up over yonder. Oh wow, they're just hanging out over here. Come now, Gigi, surely, gazing upon the wondrous works of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. The grand manor of House Dura... Mother... That's alright. Pray do not fill the mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. we have a very long fucking name and you better remember it. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there's no House Duran Mel Temparte, and that it is rather a ludicrous promontory of 4 houses. That I cannot read today, apparently. Including that esteemed house which were but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables, that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smell of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Me too, Kerr. Me too. That's by the... what the fuck is that? Alright, I'll head over there. Cutscene. Splendid specimen of horse-bird flesh. Would you not agree? In the hands of skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. I didn't. You know, just because he found them in Corthin's snowbank doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why he ought to try taking him to the market and expose him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Ah, Fury, forgive me. Yeah, just go with it, buddy. Isn't that just the case, Doug? But hey, now you have like lunch and dinner too for the next couple days. But I want one! I want one! Buy me a chocobo, please, Father. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. GG. Wrong, good sir. Eating his food is impossible, but necessary. What the fuck happened? Am I that strange-looking thing? To the Kreuzer. Evolved from shelter. Wait, did they make the bento box too beautiful to eat? Okay. Why bother? It is no use. Now, now, Gigi! You must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi. Spirit. Do eat. Do eat now. Oh. God damn it, Hildibrand. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be an opening salvo of indiscriminate campaigns of vandalism? One waits by your wild gesticulations, mayhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase costs. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. 'Twas over 700 years old and graced the homes of dozens of archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lords and commanders, and 1 duke. 100 million gil? Oh, Holoni, why have you forsaken me? Wow, would you look at that? Huh. So he has power of a time magic? It's a miracle! Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Did I do that? GG, my boy, that was marvelous! You're born artesian just like your father. Papa, Hildy, Papa. Your grandpapa, Godbud. The man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with his hammer. Why, some folks say he wields the power of life and death. Once he and the missus came back from the tour of the Western Highlands. I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. I do not demean this mammoth's powers mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle. I demand that you all acknowledge it. This mammoth. Sir, I say sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless face. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. God, it's so fucking weird to voice that. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You are my son. You are a Mandeville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Mandeville girl, goddammit, through and through. Stop it, both of you. You are not my papa or my mama. Welcome to speed running Pinocchio. Well, it's only to be inspected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it might sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what's got him thinking about he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can you not? Oh, never mind. The measure of a mammoth. Hildibrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space, definitions of man and machine. Of course, the course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, a guardian of Gigi, doting and parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what's that about undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentries stationed at the city gates, the airship landing. If, Fury help us, he has left Ishgard, we need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while Inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. I think the manufactory is right around the corner, so let's just... Right, and run. The greater good. Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat. Aye, he came through here. Bought a passage on a supply ship bound for the Falcon's Nest. One of them, what's the names? A lot of fellas, right? Funny little buggers. Seem keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it's not by the main gates. And the sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. Went for the Falcon's Nest. Blessed be the soup and salad combo. The only way I'm going to ever eat healthy outside of smoothies. Falcon's Nest? Fairy, take me. Must we return to the freezing pit of despair? Wheresoever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic the snow and cast his worries through the wind. Really, it seems he's no mood to frolic. Last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him what he was. In fact, a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was. Remembered his purpose. So we returned to Western Corthus, a famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him. Home to his heretical masters, to share with them intelligence he had gathered in the city. At long last, the undeniable and unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing here for? We have a heretic to catch. Inspector, starting to think that Inquisitor Kier might not think very highly of our little girl.
It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings, ere his voice them explicitly. Till such a time as he does, we should endeavor to serendipitously bring him round to our opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Mandeville way.
Yeah, like suplexing your fucking son to wake him up. No subtlety, it walked up and stabbed you in the ass, man. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Goodbye, abomination! Alright, wait. Nanny-bot, activate! I knew it! The mammoth immediately left the outpost. Looks to have headed north along the river. By the fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her the grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers.
Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents.
The self-same ones that he renounced when he declared you were not his father.
Ha ha ha, what a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandeville beckons.
Yeah, I really can't be bothered.
Dude, you should probably have won one close.
Alright, let's see. The tracks continue to the north. The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to his scalp, suggesting the impact of something small round traveling at high speed. I wonder what? My head. Oh, it is you. You followed me.
Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you have been unarmed.
It would seem he was struck by a snowball. Much like those Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged?
As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandevilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from moms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience.
Oh, so he's like Goku. He has brain damage. I expect the Earth was no less... God, holy shit, dude. What did you get there? I expect the Earth was no less brilliant for the experience, sir. Are you nodding? Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he?
What good fortune to cross paths with you lot far from civilization. Forgive me for not noticing earlier. I was so engrossed with the duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us?
Grandpapa Godbert. Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nashu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpapa Godbert, grant me life, make me a real boy. Yep, this is just speedrunning Pinocchio. So we're just gonna ignore that the mother's right there? She's gonna kill all of you.
Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little.
I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. God damn it. He's learning. He's beginning to believe.
Let us begin.
Holy shit. I don't know what I was expecting. This body is everything I ever wanted. It is perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Godbert. Thank you.
Oh, but I have not begun. But to begin, Bear God, guide my hammer.
Well, there was Hildibrand. Okay, now they're just fucking showing off. Oh my god! Firstly, what? Secondly, the. Thirdly, fuck!
Papa Hildy, I am a Mandeville man.
Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Oh my.
Papa Hildy.
GG, my boy. Are they like literally running slower? Something's gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh no. Oh, he's going for the smackdown? In all my years of commentating in this sport, I've never seen anything like this. God, that's gonna haunt my dreams for a while. Rest in peace. Now that brings back some memories.
Papa Hildy? Oh dear. Who could have done such a thing?
By the Fury, it's just like the vase all over again. Miraculous restoration to its original form.
Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable.
And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted
As your son?
if I remain a mammoth?
Is that what has been troubling you all this time? Well, why didn't you just say so?
He did, on like several occasions.
Mandeville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, and honor, a gentleman of all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you Mammoth, look them in the eye and say, "Nay, I'm a Mandeville Mammoth."
You dance motherfucker.
Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and an award of House Mandeville. Ye gods! I knew who was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son.
Grandpapa, Godbert. Grandpapa, Godbert.
It all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julia. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julia. A few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha ha ha.
They're gonna get murdered now, aren't they? Yep. And what's so bloody grand about that? Run, bitch! I want that frying pan. I want that frying pan on me now. I'll not be made a grandbrother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Can I get that frying pan? That would be amazing. Fairy, take me. I'd heard tales of dark nights before, but no, could it be? No, I think it's something far worse. Heretical. Like as not, but Rose be damned, I'm not risking my life to find out. I want that frying pan. They are mad, utterly mad, the whole damn lot of them. How the house could rise to such prominence I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. For today, I did not know a mammoth could ever have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or fear? Fairy take me. The idiocy is infectious. I must allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. To the Foundation we go. I can just teleport there. What am I doing? Right then, my superiors have been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Mandeville, as witnessed by House Volatar. Proceeded to take me to task by my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations, have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memory, throwing himself wholly into this new life as a Mandeville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, although I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say that there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, and itself to its original form. Reconstructive magitechs are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. Oh my god. Sorry, did it just say a face? Alright. And stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed another couple episodes of the Mandeville quest. We shall continue this tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been an experience. Oh my god. This fucking quest line. And in any case, hope you all have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.